Well, hello, this is Gary here, and I wanted to show off today my 3D printer. I know it's not a new one, can't afford a new one at the moment, but this is one I picked up that was used, and I thought I'd show you how it works today. So today's video is going to be something that this unit is creating. And I think you'll enjoy it. I'm going to, well, what happened, how I started this is I had an old Macintosh and I sold it, and from the money I got with that, I put it into a 3D printer. One of the things that if you're looking at buying a 3D printer, you shouldn't buy a used one unless you're mechanically inclined, as I had to do a lot of things. I ended up eventually replacing this part here, which is the head, a very important part of the unit, and now the thing looks like a charm. So today's project will be quite interesting to you. What it is, it's like a glue gun. It melts this plastic, goes down, and you can make virtually anything you want with it. So we're going to start, and I'll move my camera over. As you can tell, I'm in a nice chair to keep me quite comfortable because some of these projects take a long time. The project I'm doing is going to take you approximately 3.5 hours. And if you were to sit and watch it for 3.5 hours while this thing is doing this thing. Anyway, that's all that I'm going to do at the moment. I'm going to just pause the machine here, and then I'm going to start set it up, and the camera position is different. We're in the flea market today, and you're going to see occasional people walking by in the background when I'm doing the video. So, and you'll hear voices, so be patient with us. Anyway, I'm going to turn it off now and set the camera so that you can see it better in a different position. I'm not going to tell you what the printer is going to print, but I'm going to let you take a look at it and see if you're not familiar with what a 3D printer looks like and how it works. The head moves back and forth. It uses this filament here, which is plastic, and it goes through the head and is puts down on the table itself. So anyway, this is the start of it. If you don't want to sit and watch paint dry, I'll turn it off for you. Notice that it seems to be printing two things here. What it does is it prints a larger section, and that's the base. The base, what it does is it adheres to the table, which in my case is the table is set at 80 degrees Celsius, and the plastic will stick to it and hold on. So that's basically how this whole thing works. And then it builds the plastic up in layers so that you end up with a product that can be several inches high. And then it's easy to pull the product off there. Anyway, that's it for now, and I'll turn this on when there's a little bit more to see. Okay, well, the thing is still printing. We're only 52 minutes into the print. We still got several hours to go, but it is printing all by itself, doing all its thing it should. And as you can see, the head's moving back and forth. It's using more material, which is kind of fun to watch, but as I've said before, it's like watching paint dry. You know, it takes a long time to do this. And right now, to be honest, I have no idea what the heck it's doing there. But it is interesting. It's creating something, and something really interesting. So we'll continue waiting, and I'll let it run a little bit so that you can see what's happening, but I don't know. It's taking a lot of time to do. And it's 3 o'clock now. If it's got another 3 hours, oh. Well, we're supposed to close at 5, so I'm not sure we're going to have time to close. We might have to be here for several hours later. Oh well, that's life in the fast lane. Anyway, we'll chat when this print gets a little further on. As I said, the number of minutes it's taking to do, you probably want to see what's going on, but you don't want to sit and watch this run hour after hour. It's too short. You got other things to do, so we're cutting all these pieces out so that you can see it as it gets further along. Okay, well, you can see it printing there, and it's still printing. It's an hour and 10 minutes into the print, and I'm looking at it and I'm not sure what it's printing. Looks very interesting. It's kind of fancy, but I'll tell you, I have no idea what it's doing. But it's the print level's getting higher. It's building something higher and higher. It is, I don't know. We'll see. But you can see how intricate it is, the way it's printed. It's really quite nice. And I look at that and I think, oh, is that really interesting? But as I'm watching you going thinking too, that, wow, I know it's getting loud in here. There's no customers there at the moment. The owner and one of the vendors are getting kind of loud over there. I should go over there and see what's going on. I must be missing out on something. But anyway, I hope you're able to hear all this. I can make the sound louder. I think my voice is getting weaker and weaker as I get older for some reason, but we'll find out. Anyway, when I start playing this back, I want to get this video done tonight and get everything running. I told you before that what I did was I traded my, sold my Mac, and then I had to buy a laptop. The laptop was a gaming one, because the gaming one was the only machine that had enough power to be able to video edit, and graphics and that is pretty high on it. So, but this 3D printer, which is Anycubic Cobra Neo, seems to be very fast. I had a lady look at it, and her son has about 3 or 4 of these machines, not the Anycubic, but other makes. And she was saying that this one seems to be running really fast compared to some of her sons. So I don't know if that's true. I've never seen any 3D printer operate before this one. And it's fun, but sometimes you look at it and say, now what in the world are we doing there? It never answers me, of course, but at least it keeps on going, and I imagine when it's finished, you'll get to look at it close. I'll move the camera again and put it at a higher angle so you can see what it is that you printed out. The one thing I did notice, and I don't know if I mentioned it before, is on the sides, all around, you have a big sort of base, and I think what that does, it causes the print itself to stick onto the material, onto the base, and it won't lift off. So anyway, that's something to think about if you ever decide to buy one. The material isn't all that expensive. It varies in price from $100 down to as low as $14. And so the quality of the material, I think on the $14 one may not be as good as the $95 one, but I don't have the $95 to spend, so we'll see. I'm going to start making product to sell. And this is something that I made yesterday. Actually, made it this morning, and it's something for your keychain. And in the area we're in, the shopping carts, they require you to put a quarter in. Sometimes you don't have a quarter, so this is the same size as a quarter, fits in the shopping cart, and then you get your shopping cart. You can't lose it because it's connected to your key ring, like this one is here, and so you can't lose it. So that's kind of neat. And so I've got a few of those for sale right now, and got a few more to make up. But that's some of the things I'm going to be selling. Other things I may be selling are parts for medieval shows. We're talking about maybe doing medieval shows in the spring, and it'll be sort of like a flea market, only it's medieval shows. So we'll see what takes place. We'll plan everything by year, but now until spring, we got half a month of January, and then we got February, March, and anytime in there I can be making parts, so that in April we could even be selling them at some of the shows. Anyway, that's it for now. We'll come back later when well, folks, it just about looks like the 3D printer is printing a 3D printer printing a 3D printer. And you say that one real fast. But that's sort of what it looks like it's doing. Actually looks kind of cool. Well, it hasn't done the top piece yet, and I'm not sure how it's going to do that without any dripping down or whatever, but it's gonna have to start doing something real fancy. Anyway, that seems to be what's happening here. And it's 2 hours and 37 minutes into the video, so or into the build. So we'll see. I said it was 3 hours and something, so we'll see what takes place then. Well, here we are. It finally finished, and it printed. So this is a 3D printer, and it printed a 3D printer, printing a 3D printer, printing, if you look way down there, a 3D printer. Say that one real fast. Anyway, that's my new toy, and that's what happens with it. Anyway, I hope you folks enjoyed this, and we'll be getting this up for Monday. Anyway, hope everyone's having a great day today. Talk to you later. Bye.